Exclamation, everybody. So, I've noticed that lots and lots of YouTubers that I follow who have played Cube World at some point in time have all put out videos recently of the Cube World title screen because it's out on Steam, or it's coming out on Steam on the 23rd, and I don't know, it seemed like, you know, everybody's doing this. I don't know why. It seems kind of odd to me. But I mean, when in Rome, I might as well join in. But unlike those other scrubs, I'm not going to just regurgitate things that you can Google yourselves about how to get it working and all that stuff. I'm instead going to focus on the one thing that I think is interesting, which is that it appears that my long-standing question of whether or not I would bring over my alpha world to the full release has been answered, because it doesn't appear that there's any seeds anymore in the game. It looks like there's just going to be one world. It's the same seed for everybody. It's just that everyone will potentially start in different areas of that world. It's a little bit of a bummer, but I can see where they're coming from. The multiplayer maps were always the same seed, so I think maybe there was a little bit of an issue there. But also, and you know, now having this singular seed, it makes it so that you could probably drop in, drop out of multiplayer games rather easily, because it's just, you're just telling the server where your position is instead of what map to worry about. But also, and I suspect this also comes into play with Steam itself. So if I pop on over to good old Steam here, if it'll let me. This, by the way, is the Steam beta. It's rather nice. But you'll notice something. If I go under updates here, there is Steam Cloud Sync available for Cube World, but it's only got like 100 megs available. And when I go look at my old world here that I have backed up, this is back from June 30th of 2016 was the last time I backed up this world. But you can see, like, right away, like, there was a worlds DB, which was the overarching, here's all the different worlds, pointers to all the different worlds that you had saved. And then there was a world map that I called Season 1, and then a map for Season 1. So these two go together here. And you can see, like, the world database was only about 24K. The map one was the huge one. I should say probably 24 megs, I should say. 23.4 megs. The map one, though, which is where all the map generation came in, was 1.2 gigs. That's not going to fit into the Steam Sync, obviously. So I think maybe that also kind of forced their hand, as well as to, by giving everyone the same seed, you don't have to save a map database anymore. You just have your world database. Interesting little thing, little tidbit here to throw out there, because I went and hex edited the, well, I didn't edit, but I used a hex editor to look at the Cube World EXE, and I discovered that if you, I don't know why my voice went up there, but anyway, I discovered if you go under your Steam, you know, Cube World directory here, just add a directory called save with a capital S, and don't put anything in it, and the game will automatically generate a world DB for you. It's empty. There's nothing in it that I've seen. Oh, actually, it's actually growing in size, which is interesting. It's growing in size now that I have the game open, but as soon as I close the game, there's nothing in there. So I'm kind of curious to see what's in here right now. I wonder if I can read this. These are, by the way, SQLite databases. So just get yourself a good old freebie database browser, and you can open these. I'll see if this lets me actually open this, because it might say that it's already locked, but we'll see here. I'm just curious. Let me open it. There's one table called blob, so you can browse the data. Yeah, there's this state here. This is interesting, because what I noticed And of course it's all binary, so I couldn't tell you what any of this is without really digging into it. But I know that there's a key value table here, and it's got the state. This was, if I take my old world and I rename it world.db and pop it into this directory, it will actually seemingly read it, and it will actually add this state key to it, to the end of it with whatever state is here. So I don't know how much exactly of the world it's reading, but it at least seems to read that. Something else you probably noticed is that I had also pulled over my characters DB, and when I went and deleted this directory, I still had the cloud sync on, and the only two files that came back down was the world DB and the characters DB. I'm kind of curious as to why this is continuing to grow in size. I don't know what this state variable is doing, but apparently it's doing something. Perhaps it's something's generating in the background or whatever. Maybe there's characters that we don't see on the title screen. But in any case, my characters DB, these are the only two files that actually synced up. The rest of the files that were in the directory, and you can see the date modified here, the rest of the files that were in the directory didn't go up to Steam. So my guess, and I don't know how well this will work, my guess is that I can pull my characters DB over from my backup and I'll have my character there ready to go. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work or not. I guess the only way we're going to find out is when the game comes out, or at least comes out to the alpha backers like myself on the 23rd, and we'll know if I have if my character is still there. That would be kind of interesting. But yeah, I thought I would give you some things that you're not exactly going to Google, unlike the other YouTubers out there. I figured this would be some interesting things to see. And the character DB, honestly, I don't even know. I don't think I've opened it yet to even see what's in here. We got num and we got 0, and it seems to always like 0 on a lot of things here. This has got a ton of stuff in it. I'm assuming 0 means the 0th character, and in here is all the data about that character. Unfortunately, it's binary, so I couldn't tell you exactly what everything is here, but I'm sure it's probably got all the customizations and everything that I made to the character, and because the character customization was pretty good in the alpha. You could change a lot of different aspects, so hopefully it's very similar. And maybe this will just plain old work. That would be kind of nice. But anyway, yeah, it's up to 15 kilobytes now. I wonder what that's doing. I'm very curious as to what exactly that is. Oh, you know what? There are more structures being generated. Ah, I see. I see what's going on. So yeah, there you go. There's even more evidence that you're only going to have one world now, because that world file is continuing to grow, and apparently everything's in state variable. So save scum ahoy if you want to. But as you saw in the old alpha, you had like a map one, which had all the map chunks that it generated, and then you had a world thing that had all of your missions, all your mission data in it, and all that stuff, and what things you had, and what animals what monsters you fought, and all that stuff. It sounds like all that's just going to be in this one thing here now. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, there's more trees and stuff here. I wonder if it actually like different color trees and stuff. I wonder if it actually has, the longer you keep this title screen open, if it actually kind of teleports you around the world a little bit, because that'd be kind of interesting. That would explain why it keeps changing state as well. Although, you would think that it would read my character and put my character on here, but I guess we'll see. We'll see how that is working. But anyway, I wanted to throw that out there. It does not look like there's any kind of NDA or anything. That would be kind of a dick move after all these years of playing alpha and then putting videos up of it and then suddenly, But I didn't see anything, at least initially, that said you couldn't put videos and stuff up. So I'm going to assume on the 23rd, I can actually, well, I won't be able to put a video up on the 23rd because it won't unlock until then, but I assume I'll be able to put one up after that. The 23rd falls on a Monday. I don't usually stream on Mondays, but given that I launched my channel with Cube World 6 years ago, it has been that long, 2013, July of 2013, I figured I should probably make an exception for this and play it, and I will probably stream it, because I think only the people who have the alpha version of it actually got keys. So I don't know if it's going on sale until on the 23rd, or if it's like a week or two later. The speculation on the street is it'll be like a week or two later. There's that. And yeah, that's me. That's me doing my obligatory, I gotta make a Cube World video because everyone's making a Cube World video of the title screen. But, unlike those others, I actually know what the hell I'm talking about. The shade is so great here. No, I literally, I didn't want to repeat anything that you could just Google. I figured I'd just look at the seed and stuff and whether or not I could actually use my old world. It does not look like that will be the case, but that's fine. It's probably worth starting over again anyway, given most of the changes that have happened, you know, in the game. And honestly, I will probably, though I will like to keep my character, I might switch over to like a different class, because I think I was doing Ranger, and Ranger's okay. But it was kind of boring for a while there, so maybe I'll actually be like a magic user or something, so that it's a little more, you know, there's a little more pizzazz in there. But anyway, let's not make this a 9-hour video. That's just the Cube World stuff. So I hope to see you guys then. So see you, bye.